Hello and welcome to the 12 noon show. So today is the day when Indian selection committee will announce the squad for the Afghanistan series. Now it remains to be seen whether the squad will come only for the one-off test, or for the entirety of the one-off test and three ODIs that we will see in some time. I am joined by Devashish Sen, Shamik Chakravarti, and Vaibhav Tripathi. Rohit will also join us very soon to discuss on what to expect, what to not expect. Plenty of injury concerns around the ODI squad when it comes to Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, and others. There's a concern around workload as well when it comes to Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj. Let's get this show going. I'll start with Shamika. Uh, any update on Rohit, since you have been keeping a close eye on Mumbai Indians? Devashish, I'll also go to him about how they went about their businesses and in Eden Gardens yesterday. But any update on Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya? He was seen clutching his hamstring in the last game. Hardik Pandya has not been playing for the last 2-3 matches. So, any update on these two?
Um, Shubhan, to start with, Rohit was bowling at the nets yesterday and was having a banter with a bit of banter with Jasprit Bumrah also. So I mean, it's still time for the one-day series to start. So I don't think it would be a problem as far as Rohit is concerned. Hardik, the expectation is that he is likely to play tomorrow's game. They will decide tomorrow. But Hardik, as also Debashis reported yesterday from Eden Gardens, he was bowling full tilt. In fact, after the game, after their previous game, I was told by someone that he's progressing well, and the expectation is that he will be playing against KKR. Let's see. I mean, as regards Hardik's fitness, you cannot confirm anything until it's not over, until it's over, kind of stuff, until the last ball is bowled. But there is an expectation he will play, and in that case, I mean, Hardik. I don't know whether they will be. I mean, today it will only be the squad selection for the test match. I mean, I think it's logical to delay the ODI selection a bit. I don't know whether they will do it or not, but it's still time, and you are playing a home series, so it's not about the arranging the visas and all logistics is not a problem. So it is logical. I don't know whether they will do it or not, but I expect both of them, especially Rohit. I expect him to play. Hardik, once again, 50-50. I cannot confirm.
Devashita, how were both Rohit and Hardik doing at the Eden Gardens yesterday? Were they fit? Did they look fit? Any update on them as regards to their fitness?
Yeah, Shubhan. Yes, Hardik, he turned up for practice yesterday. He
Mm.
bowled for 25 to 30 minutes full tilt along with Trent Bolt. So that's the big positive as far as Hardik himself and Mumbai Indians. Although they are out of the playoff scenario, but still I
Mhm.
think they would, or Rohit, Surya, entire squad, Bumrah,
Mm.
everyone took part in the practice session yesterday. Rohit, yes, he did batted, but not for long. He only
Mm.
batted for 20-25 minutes against Shardul Thakur and Allah Ghazanfar. And
Mm.
he did not, and he batted in the center strip, next to the center strip. And that was it. Means and what I observed, I don't know. Shomikda will have more details. Hardik never interacted with none of these players yesterday throughout the practice session, Mumbai Indians practice session. He, I mean, as if he is on a different island altogether.
Mm.
He went inside, had a chat with the physio, doing what he was going through his own fielding drills, and then he walked towards the center wicket. He bowled for almost 20, 30 minutes, and then towards when everyone mostly finished, he walked towards the side nets and batted for a good another 20-25 minutes, and then left. So I don't know what exactly is transpiring, but you could clearly visible that all is not well in that Mumbai Indians dressing room. But as far as
Mm.
Hardik, the bowler, is concerned, he bowled for quite long, and it doesn't have seem to be bothered because he did not try. He although he did travel to Raipur, he did not play because the medical unit did not allow him, and also he did not travel to Dharamsala for that game against Punjab Kings. So and obviously, and now that he has traveled to Kolkata on Sunday, he was part of the training session yesterday and today. It is an optional practice, and I don't think whether most of them will turn up. So it goes to be seen whether he makes himself available for tomorrow's game.
Devashish, just a small
Yes,
thing.
sir.
Did Rohit do any kind of running between the wicket stuff? And was Surya there at the practice?
Yeah. Surya Kumar Yadav was there. He was having a chat with Rinku Singh while having a look at the wicket. That time, Mayala Jayawardena was filling the wicket, and Surya was just standing next to him. Everyone batted, Somit. Everyone took part in the practice session. But as I said, that Rohit Sharma batted only for 20-25 minutes, not more than that. But it was only taking hits in the middle. And as I said, facing Shardul Thakur and Allah Ghazanfar.
No running drills for Rohit Sharma. No running drills.
No,
Okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Rohit, you also tweeted this morning that there are multiple injury concerns around the team. Who are the players? We know about Hardik and Rohit, but if Hardik has started to bowl, if he's bowling 20-30 minutes at the nets, then back spasm, he should be ready to go. As far as the ODIs are concerned, I'm keeping the IPL aside here, but as far as the ODIs are concerned, he should be good to go.
So I think Shubhendra, there are obviously two things. First, obviously the Rohit Sharma thing, and he hasn't. I think from that very day when the injury started, I remember I wrote on the very day that it will definitely be taking more than 25 days, not less than that. And Mumbai Indians kept on saying that two more matches, two more matches. Hardik Pandya in I think two of the interactions with the at the time of the toss, he said that yeah, a couple of more matches. But knowing the gravity of the situation on that 12th night, we knew that it was something which won't take either two games or maybe four games, but more than that. And that's why when on the very other day Rohit Sharma came out and he did just a jog around, it was all over the social media that look, he's practicing. He batted also, but the most important thing is he never practiced of these running between the wickets, which was an essential part when you're coming back from an hamstring injury. And that's what missing at this point of time. In last game also, the way he was saying no to Ryan Rickelton a couple of times, when he took a quick double, and then on the very next ball there's another opportunity for a quick single, he said no. So, and then there was one more moment where he denied a double maybe or a single. So yes, the things as far as Rohit Sharma is concerned, again, it's not about how much Hardik have bowled in the nets. It's also about, was it the full throttle one? And the second part of the question is that, can we compare here a match fitness thing? Because look, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is practicing from half of a month, means from 15-20 days. He's also practicing almost every clip of his, everything. You talk to the people who are covering his practice, and you came to know that in one Khede, he has practiced for 45 minutes of the wicket keeping thing. So why there is a statement about that he's not 100% fit at that point of time? Similar thing with Rohit Sharma also. Even he practiced before coming into that game, I think versus Punjab. I think he returned versus the game in Dharamshala. So not in Dharamshala, but in Ranchi. Sorry, in Raipur. In Raipur
Raipur.
he came back. In Raipur he came back. So it's not about the practice, the amount of time Hardik or Rohit is practicing at the ground. It's basically about the fitness, which we came to know when you are doing a proper session of batting, bowling, and before that, the kind of stretchings and the kind of run-ups and the joggings you do before a practice starts. So you see certain players have certain kind of routine when they come into the ground, be it the practice session or be it any kind of stretchings they are doing. So this will give you a certain kind of idea that is Hardik Pandya completely fit, is Rohit Sharma completely fit, and the other names are obviously the bowlers and obviously one of the all-rounders. I don't want to name it because of certain reason, but there is a all-rounder, on on whose name we discussed a lot in our previous show also, yesterday's show also, and he is also carrying a niggle at this point of time. You have multiple fast bowlers. Some are being discussed because of the workload management, but for some, yes, there are injury issues. uh, there is obviously the name of Prince Yadav. There is obviously the name of Mohsin Khan. If they are completely fit, there can be a discussion over their name also. So there are I think 4 5 names where you can see that the selectors and the captain and the coach definitely want that. Are they 100% fit? Because this is not a very big series, considering the gravity of the series. I don't think there will be any kind of rush, and especially when that Rohit Sharma is not 26 or 28-year old. He's touching 40 at this point of time, and you have multiple series coming up. You have long tournaments, and obviously the bigger picture is the World Cup. So you don't want to risk anything, and that's why I'll be very keen to see that what's the discussion been around in the selection meeting around Rohit Sharma, around Hardik Pandya, and the other bowlers at this point of time. Include the all-rounder into it.
Interesting, interesting. Vaibhav, in case Rohit and Hardik are not deemed fit for the ODIs, which players would you pick? Of course, Yashasvi will come in as a natural replacement in the playing 11, but as a backup opener or as a backup pace bowling all rounder, who would you like to see there?
See, I think going by the current form, that player won't fit in the part of the team. But he was there in the South Africa series. He scored the century, and then next series he was dropped. So going by that, the selectors, I think it should be Ruturaj Gaikwad, given that they gave him that role. Although he was picked as a backup opener for South Africa series, but then he got into a middle order role, and then later he was dropped in the next series against New Zealand. So going by that, I think it should be Ruturaj Gaikwad. I don't think there are a lot of options. Obviously, options are there, but again, how you are trusting and how long a rope you have given to them in with the team. So I think as a backup opener, obviously Ruturaj Gaikwad is the first name that comes in my mind. Obviously, if Rohit is not there, or if he's there with the squad but having an injury, and team management is not confident about him that he's 100% fit to play the first ODI, then obviously Yashasvi Jaiswal becomes your first choice opener in Rohit's absence, and I think that will put a lot of pressure, because team management, they consider these factors: the form, the fitness of the players in terms of selection. So if now what is going against Rohit is his fitness, obviously, and form also. No, not a lot of, obviously the injury has impacted his campaign, but not a lot of big scores in this particular tournament as well in IPL. So I think there is an outside pressure that Yashasvi has created ever since he has scored that century against South Africa. There is a perception around it, and perception is going strong. And Yashasvi, if you look at the IPL as well, he's doing really well. So I think there is a lot of pressure on Rohit, and aging Rohit. Fitness is not there, age not on his side. Form is also, hot and cold. So I think Yashasvi will be one thing, and Ruturaj Gaikwad obviously will be your backup. Is what I think will be there. And obviously, as a backup all rounder, you don't have many options in regards to seam bowling all rounders. I think Nitish Kumar Reddy will be given a role, and I think he also missed a 1 or 2 matches for SRH due to some niggle or some injury. But I think he's fine. Yesterday he was bowling 135 plus, so that is a good sign. So I think Nitish Kumar Reddy will be there. I think he should be there irrespective of whether Hardik is there or not. I think you should have two seam bowling all rounders. Given that you will be playing the World Cup in South Africa, seaming conditions, you would obviously want seam bowling all rounders. As many seam bowling all rounders you have in the squad, as many seam bowling options you have in the squad. It will not be like an Asia Cup where you are taking 4 5 spinners in the one squad, or for that matter a USA 2024 T20 World Cup where you had 4 spinners, 5 spinners in your squad. I don't think that will happen. So you have to groom a Nitish Kumar Reddy as well. He's a potential. So for that, this process starts with the Afghanistan series. So irrespective of whether Hardik plays or whether Hardik gets picked or not, I think Nitish Kumar Reddy should be there.
Now, Shabik, there are multiple reports also doing the rounds that there is no guarantee that Rohit Sharma will be given a longer rope. His fitness could go against him as to road to the 27 ODI World Cup. Where do you see Rohit Sharma? Of course, he's battling a niggle right now. He's playing with a managing an injury. But where do you see Rohit Sharma in this long race to 27 World Cup? We still have one and a half years left to the World Cup. Where do you see Rohit Sharma? How do you see him sustaining this entire pressure, or do you see selectors moving on with Rohit Sharma in between this entire phase?
See, Shubhan, as you said, 1.5 years is a pretty long time in any sport, cricket or any sport. 1.5 years, anything can happen in 1.5 years. But what is going to happen in the future, I don't know. But as far as the present is concerned, I can confirm Rohit has been working his socks off on his fitness. You can see from his the way he has shed kilos and the way he has become fitter and leaner. And it is not only related to this IPL. When there was no IPL, he used to come every day at BKC and train there. And uh, and that was a daily routine, and he will go back to the daily routine once that IPL is over. If Rohit Sharma continues to score runs, nobody can touch him. Absolutely nobody can touch him. And at the end of the day, we should keep in mind that he is Rohit Sharma. And if he continues to score runs, then nobody can touch him. And if you look at this IPL, and IPL, you never judge Rohit Sharma based on IPL. But if you look at IPL, until that hamstring injury happened, and even after that hamstring injury on his comeback game, he is, in terms of consistency, in terms of scoring runs, he is just second to Ryan Rickelton in that Mumbai Indians team, the way he has been batting. And once again, Rohit Sharma, I don't think if one, the bottom line is that he will have to score runs. Anybody will have to score runs. Like people talk about Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli at this moment in time, he is still India's best batsman in the 50 over format, the only format he plays. So if Rohit continues to score runs, nobody can touch him, irrespective of whether it is the head coach or the chief selector, whoever it is. And Rohit Sharma, you have to keep that in mind as Rohit Sharma is a very, very popular figure, not only from the fans' perspective. The BCCI hierarchy respects him, and he has earned it. In that dressing room, he is loved. In that Indian dressing room, there are still players who swear by him. So, from that point of view, but at the end of the day, it's about performances.
Devashita, the same question to you, Rohit Sharma. Firstly, is he risking an aggravation to this injury by playing when Mumbai Indians are ruled out of the knockouts? They are not in contention. So can Rohit Sharma take a step back and let his injury heal completely? And where do you see him in this entire race amid all the reports that uh, this rope might be short for Rohit Sharma? It's not long enough. He will be dropped before 2027 World Cup. All this noise around Rohit Sharma suddenly.
Yeah, Shubhan, obviously, in uh, with the social media and also multiple reports going around, if he sits out, then there will be again questions asked. Chalo, ye fit se baith gaya. It means obviously he is not fit. There will be discussions, chatter around. The moment he sits out, which obviously he has already missed a few matches in this edition of IPL. But having said that, his strike rate is 164.41. 7 matches, 268 runs. Samikda mentioned he is the second highest scorer after Ryan Rickelton. So he has performed, means whatever opportunity he has, just 84 runs in this edition of IPL. So clearly, but it is about the hamstring injury. Hamstring injury doesn't go away easily. So it's a thin line. But now if he sits out with Mumbai Indians, their playoff equation already over, he might very well opt to sit out. But by doing so, then people will start asking, he is not fit, he is not 100% fit. Look at his fitness. It's not going to improve it at this age. He's nearing 40. So there is always that double-edged sword. Means whether you sit out or whether you go out in the middle and keep performing, keep scoring runs. Because only by scoring runs, as is the case with Virat Kohli, no one is asking about Virat Kohli because he is not only performing, he is into his prime fitness, his commitment, his dedication. But obviously, the issue with Rohit has been his fitness. And obviously, there will always be this chatter around Rohit Sharma because he is not going to get any fitter. Means obviously he might work, as Shomik said, no questions, no doubts about his commitment. But every moment Rohit Sharma misses out or sits out, there will be chatter around him. See again what happened. You got what I'm trying to say. So I think it for him, obviously India will play another 22, 24 matches. I think that England series might be very, very important for Rohit Sharma. If not the Afghanistan series, I think that England series might just be an indicator what the selector, and also the selectors, I'm sure that they must have had a word with Rohit or for that matter that team management.
Of course, and he's fourth in the list when it comes to Mumbai Indians' run scorers after Ryan Rickelton, Tilak Verma, Naman Dhir is above him as well. So that's why we are keeping this debate of Rohit. We are not clubbing Rohit and Virat at this point. But Rohit, uh, how do you see Rohit Sharma? We have discussed it multiple times during our Hindi lives as well. Is he, risking an aggravation to his injury? Uh, there's still a bit of hesitancy when it comes to running between the wickets. Uh, should he take a step back and let his injury heal completely rather than playing for a lost cause for Mumbai Indians when they are already out of this playoff race?
I think that should be the case, and not only for Rohit Sharma, but if there was anything with Arshdeep also, now the clarity has been given from Punjab Kings management, so I'm not going there. But if Arshdeep Singh was also, managing a niggle at that point of time, with Andrew Lippis said that there were certain things at that point of time, so I don't think that will be a ideal scenario when you are a contracted player. Similar thing with Varun Chakravarti also. If Varun Chakravarti is not feeling good at that point of time, why are we doing these particular things? And with Mumbai Indians, this is not happening for the very first time. I remember the 2021 season also, where when we were about to announce a T20 World Cup side, and Chetan Sharma said that in the World Cup selection, he said, World Cup squad selection, he said that he won't be there to bowl at the very starting stage of the tournament, and then eventually he will bowl. But he was playing every game for Mumbai Indians at that point of time. So this is not happening for the very first time, but just to be because it's Rohit Sharma, we have to see. Obviously, the age factor is there. Obviously, the hamstring is not a new kind of injury for him. I was listening to one of Abhishek Snar's interview, and he said that you know what Rohit did in last 3-4 years. He said that he was very much aware of the things that where he cannot put a lot of stress as far as his body is concerned. So he know that hamstring is not new for him. I think last time he was suffered a hamstring injury was that South Africa tour. He missed out that South Africa tour because of a hammy at that point of time. So I think either a hammy or his leg got injured in New Zealand also before that. So there were multiple times when Rohit Sharma and the hamstring injury reoccur. So it's a reoccurring kind of injury state for him. So you are absolutely right when you are saying that you have to take care of these things, especially when you know that the franchisee doesn't have anything to go forward from here as far as the playoff stage is concerned. Yes, impact player rule is there for a reason, and you can use impact player if you like what Virat did also, but we cannot compare Virat Kohli to any other because he doesn't have any kind of a history of any kind of a injury. So with Rohit Sharma playing two games as an impact player, and when he know that he's not 100% fit, and that there is a series, as far as India cricket is concerned, there is a series ahead. So I don't think that that's an ideal case scenario. We all know what happened during that 2021 Border Gavaskar Trophy when it was asked from Virat Kohli in a full house press conference room, maybe a virtual press conference room at that point of time, and he said that I don't have any idea on Rohit Sharma, because Rohit Sharma didn't travel with the team at that point of time. He was practicing. Mumbai Indians, I think, won a tournament there. He came back to Mumbai and then he went back to Australia, did his hard quarantine, and then then joined the team for the last 2 test matches. So my only point is that you have to be very much careful. He is Rohit Sharma. We are no one to give him advices on these parts. But when there are certain things which are very clear in front of you, that you are at this point of time going through a stage where your body can't take this much of pressure, then you should avoid these things. And we all know this is not something which is not there in the public in the eye of public, that players have played IPL with an injury and they aggravated 2010s and 11s. I was in 10th class and reading newspapers and watching the news reports, and there was one cameraman who specifically been said this, that focus on Virendra Sehwag's shoulder. I still remember this TV story done by a senior journalist. I don't want to name him, I know the name. And he said that just focus on Virendra Sehwag's, and they were keep on circling Sehwag's shoulder. I think this was some 2010 World Cup, T20 World Cup, or 9 World Cup, and they were
Exactly.
kept on circling on his shoulder because he was going through a tear at that point of time, and his shoulder wasn't moving at that particular stage. So yeah, we all know this, and we should avoid these things.
Mm. Yeah, with Center of Excellence also coming, BCCI keeping a
Just,
strict check
just,
on
just
fitness.
an update. I think the meeting will start around 2:30. I think the meeting will start
2:30.
around 2:30.
So announcement will come around 4, 4:30.
It depends. It
Uh,
depends if there are multiple discussions around players,
mm,
around fitness. Then maybe
mm.
we have done lives of 2 hours, 3 hours, and
Yeah,
the
but
meeting
it,
was
it
still.
won't it won't come right before the match is what I have been told. It will come before the
Obviously, yeah, yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
least a couple of hours before the match starts.
Maybe three
So
three thirty,
for
maybe 3:30. If everything goes
that
well,
that
if
is the time.
everyone's are on the same page, then maybe a 3:30
Yeah,
announcement.
yeah. Vaibhav, final question for this session. Where do you see Rishabh Pant's place in the ODI setup? He has been a backup for a couple of years, more than a couple of years. Has not played a single game. Last he played was in 24 Sri Lanka. KL Rahul has done exceedingly well in that middle order spot. He averages around 60. He has done all things right. But as a wicket keeper batter, will you stick with Rishabh Pant or do you go to Ishan or Sanju Samson or someone else in the setup?
See, there are two sides of looking at the same picture of Rishabh Pant. From a Rishabh Pant's point of view, he hasn't been given chances with the Indian team. It's always been KL Rahul. Even he travelled to Champions Dubai for the Champions Trophy, he didn't play any game. Although there were talks that he could come in for one or two games, but that didn't happen. And then he has been playing, but then there is an emergence of Dhruv Jurel as well. Dhruv Jurel also came into the picture as a wicket-keeper batter. Sanju Samson, because of that, was dropped. Obviously, a young wicket-keeper was preferred ahead of Sanju Samson. But from selectors' point of view, if you look at, then they will say that he hasn't done anything, worth of retaining his spot in white ball cricket, be it IPL or anywhere else. If you look at his performances in white ball cricket, it doesn't match to what he has done at the test level. So this is from the selector's point of view. From Rishabh Pant's point of view, you can understand that he has only been as a traveler. He's only been traveling with the squad, not playing, carrying drinks and doing stuff, practicing but not playing. So I think it would be unfair, not giving him chances. Yes, you give him a series and then he doesn't perform couple of series, then you drop him. It makes sense. But if you are just making him, he's there with the squad, you are picking him but not giving opportunities, then see, understand, KL Rahul is your first choice wicket keeper. He has done enough since the last World Cup to this, that 1.5 years to the next World Cup, and we are still saying that KL Rahul is our number one wicket keeper batter. He was there in 2023 as well. So KL has done enough. You have to look at the backup options. Who's your second wicket keeper batter? You don't know. Whether it's a Rishabh Pant, whether it's a Dhruv Jurel, Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson. Four names are there. But who is your second wicket-keeper batter? You don't know. So I think now selectors with this Afghanistan series, they have to lock in. If they think that we don't get confidence from Rishabh Pant, the white ball batter, drop him, and then bring in an Ishan Kishan or Sanju Samson or Dhruv Jurel, and then give him a long run. And it is important for the team management to give their second choice wicket-keeper batter opportunities during the series, because these bilateral series, even you lose, it will not impact anything. It will not have any like WTC. It doesn't have any points or something like that. So it's important to groom your second wicket-keeper batter to give him opportunities so that he can be ready. That's why I'm saying that it is important to pick a Nitish Kumar Reddy. Whether a Hardik gets picked or not, it is important to pick a Nitish Kumar Reddy. You have to groom your second all-rounder. Similarly, second wicket keeper batter should get a long run, should get opportunities. It's not just about traveling with the team. Otherwise, you can still pick a Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul will play all the three ODIs because he is fit and he is batting well. But it's important to pick the player and then give him opportunities. And if he doesn't perform, then you look for the alternatives. So from a Rishabh Pant's point of view, it will be hard. But I think selectors will take a call from this series, and then it will be a bit clearer picture on who the second wicket keeper could be for the 27 World Cup.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Shamik, you want to add something to Rishabh Pant?
No, Shubha and Rishabh Pant, we have already written, and once again, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, if you feel that his profile doesn't match with the way India want to play ODI cricket at this moment in time, even as a backup wicketkeeper. Then you have attractive options in more attractive options in this guy's Ishan Kishan and Sanju Samson. But then again, how do you? I mean, it is unfair to drop someone without giving him game time. But Shubhan, just my 2 cents on this Rohit Sharma thing. I don't read anything into social media as garbage, but it is absolutely disrespectful to Rohit Sharma and his contributions to Indian cricket if you judge him on a series to series basis. Well, fine.
Yeah,
If you think that Yashasvi Jaiswal is ready and he is the man for the future and we should give him enough game time before the 2027 World Cup, you should have a direct, proper conversation with Rohit like Sandeep Patil and Ganendra Pandey did with Sachin Tendulkar. But putting Rohit Sharma, someone, and he in ODI cricket is an all-time great in his own right, no doubt about that. So putting him on auditions in every series, it is borderline disgraceful, and that shouldn't happen.
That I agree, and that is where the selectors should have a clear communication with all these players, not only Rohit but everyone in that squad. What they are expected to do, what are the expectations, fitness, everything. They should have a clear cut communication and not just leave them hanging on the basis of media trials and social media trials. So let's see. We'll have a squad, the India squad in the next few hours. So we'll come live. So do hit the notification icon. Like the video, share it with your friends. Subscribe to Rev Sports for all sorts of stories related to IPL, India, Indian cricket, other sports as well. Thank you, Devashida, Shamikda, Rohit, and Vaibhav for joining. We'll be back very soon after the squad is announced. Thank you so much.